Hey, it's me again, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills. Hang on while I straighten things out. I think actually my camera's crooked, but that's okay. So I'm back again. Yay! So today we are going to talk about this new bundle, all of Flutter. I have probably bought every butterfly stamp punch bundle dies that Stampin' Up! Has ever sold. And I don't know why. I just really like them, okay? So, did I introduce myself? I can't remember. I'm Carrie Beglow. Hi. Your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills. You can shop with me at memoryinkers.com. And I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate when you do shop with me, more than I can probably say. So here we're going to go. I've already pulled things out that I'm going to be using, so let me set that aside. The inks we're going to be using is Pretty in Pink and Gorgeous Grape. Another super simple card. I am using, now I forgot the color of this yellow. And I don't have my house, my room set up like I used to. So let me see, is it this one? I don't know. Yes, Daffodil Delight. Yay! And in my old room, you remember I had that big thing and everything had labels on it, so I could just glance and look, oh yeah, it was that color. Now they're all kind of stacked together. So in rainbow, which I've never wanted to do rainbow, but up here it made more sense. So, okay. And then I am going to be using these tinsel gems. This is the 3-pack. We had a 4-pack. Unfortunately, they are not available anymore, but I seriously love them so much that I have a bunch of packs left. I have the 4 packs of a bunch of packs too, because I just love them. They're so pretty. So anyway, that's that. And then we have, of course, a basic white for the inside. Then I'm using the Designer Series paper from 2 different, oh, I didn't grab the other one. From 2 different sets. This one is the Moonlit Floral. You can see I'm going to be using that side of it. And this one, probably my favorite new-ish stuff. These are flocked. I don't know if you can see that, but these little white flowers are flocked. Awesome. And this one is called Velvet Meadow specialty paper. So yeah, so I'm going to be using these 2, super simple, just like this, right on top of each other. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that beautiful? So remember that when you're shopping for your papers, if you're buying Stampin' Up, you can pretty much be assured that if it says that this color is in this paper also, it's going to match. If you shop at stores, try to stay with the same line. There's a lot of lines, and most scrapbook stores, as I recall, I don't shop at them very often since I've been a demonstrator, but as I recall, they try to keep the product lines in the same category, like the same, like next to each other, all in the aisle. Does that make sense? I think I'm rambling, but I think you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm going to start with placing this in the center. Now, if you really wanted to and you wanted to save some of the paper, you could have like cut out the inside. I used to do that when I was a brand new paper crafter, well, when I was doing scrapbooking. But it probably wouldn't matter so much with cards. But on scrapbook papers, eventually you can kind of tell they do it. So I don't do it anymore. Then I've already pre-cut this piece here, and I used this punch. It is called a Banner Pick-a-Punch. We don't have it anymore, which is a shame. But I really like this because it does the dovetail, and if you can see, I don't know if this is glaring, but if you can see here, there's steps. So you can decide how the widths are. I don't think I wrote it on here. I did not. But anyway, it's very cool. And we had a few like that. I don't know what's still available. I'm just going to be honest. I do not know. All right. So we're going to start with, let me think about what I'm doing. All right. So I've got these pieces right here, and I am going to start with Gorgeous Grape, and I am using the outline butterfly, the inline butterfly, and I am using Fluttering By to say hi. Okay, so I'm going to start with the outline, I think. Is that what I did? Sometimes not. So let's do it the other way. Do as I say, not as I say in this case, which would be absolutely the weirdest quote ever. So I'm gonna take the, what did I say this was, you guys? Pretty in Pink. And I'm going to ink it up, but I'm going to stamp it off. Now, oh, if you guys saw this video, you know where that piece of paper is from. So let's flip it over. So we're gonna stamp that off because that's darker than I want it to be. And pardon my head, I think I can squeeze all these on here, did I? Oh, that's tight. That is tight. We're going to use this, and then I'll just grab another piece for the inside later. So there we go. So see now, see how much lighter that is? So much lighter. So set that aside for right now. Then we're going to use Gorgeous Grape. I love these two colors together. I just think they're so pretty. I was so sad when Pretty in Pink was discontinued previously, and it will be again soon. So if you like Pretty in Pink, grab it, and remember to grab the re-inker, because you know those re-inkers go. All right, so now I'm going to line this up with those. Yep, I think I did it right way. Look at that. You can't beat that gorgeousness. It's so pretty. And yes, I know I'm off. It's okay. If you know me, you know I'm off most of the time. But that's a mental problem. Then I'm going to use the Gorgeous Grape again to stamp. I know this fits, so let's hope it does. Just barely, and a little crooked. Let me see if I can do a little bit better. I'm going to scoot this over to my face, you guys, so that I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Yep, much better. Much, much better. So I am going to now punch out these butterflies with this awesome butterfly punch. I'm just going to slide them in. Now look, see, it doesn't want to fit, and super easy fix. You just grab your paper snips, and I'm going to cut, because I think if this is the offending corner down here. Yep. And then I can line it up almost, but not quite perfect, because you know the saying I reminded you in the last video. Perfection is overrated. Then you get all those cute butterflies, all loose and adorable. Then I think I'm done with this. I'll put it close by though, in case I need to grab it. Then, oh, those are the extras from my last video. Then I'm going to use this punch again. For this one, the first time I used it, I used the big size, and for this one, it is smaller. And I like to turn it upside down from the right way. And you can see now this one fits into this notch here to there. And then I'm going to slide it in all the way. I like to turn it over to make sure I'm not punching out any words. And then see, now it's going to match perfectly, which is just awesome. So I'm going to glue this on here before I attach it to the other piece. Yep, this is the wrong side. Come on. Why aren't you gluing? There we go. Then you just kind of try to even it up so it's all about the same width on all, like the little corner here and the top and bottom. And then I am going to trim it right here. So it's about the same. It's probably not perfect, but it's me and I'm okay with it. All right. I got stuff everywhere now, don't I? Okay. So now I am going to make sure this still fits. Yep, it does. Okay. So I will find another piece of basic white for the inside of this, although this is pretty light. So if you did not want to put anything on the inside, like, you know, you're trying to be a little bit more careful budget-wise. Speaking of budgets, I know you guys have all seen the awesome new hot foil embossing system. And I'm just going to tell you straight out, I'm not buying it. Not that I don't think it's kind of cool, even though I think wet embossing would do a very similar look, which I have a ton of. But as those of you who follow my Facebook page know, we just had to buy a new furnace and air conditioner. So budget tight. And like I said, my business isn't doing everything it used to do, so I can't rely on my Stampin' Up! Income right now to help us out. And so I can't make that investment if I'm not making sales, right? I know you guys understand that. So you may not see all the latest and greatest from me for a while until my business picks back up, which I hope and pray that it does, because I been doing this for over 25 years. And I do really love it. And I love all of you guys and your comments. It just means so much to me. It really does. And so here we are. All right. So now I am going to set this on here with dimensionals. And I brought out this little thingy, so I may have to use it. I mean, you kind of got it, right? All right, so now here's the thing I need to decide. He's big, so he should go there and there. Do I want one on here? Maybe. I think I might want one on there. So then the question becomes, do I stamp this little doohickey-bobber? I'm nervous because I love this DSP so much. So I'm a little nervous about doing the little Flutter thingy. But, oh, let's go for it. Let's go for it, you guys. Oh, everybody hold your breath. I know I'm going to be holding mine. But which one? Which one? Which one? I think what I'm going to do is I am going to see if this works. I am going to do a lighter one behind this one. So if you didn't see, I stamped off. And then this one will get a little bit darker. Where is he going to be? He's going to be right there. Going over the top. I don't love it, but I'm going to go for it. I may have to hide it. Maybe I'll put a gem or something there. I don't know. But, you know, you got to try. You got to try. So now I'm going to put some dimensionals on these butterflies here and put them over. I should have just done them both lighter. It would have looked better. But, you know, I tried. I think it's because they're crossing over each other that it looks weird. Move that one up a little higher. I wonder if I switched. Let me see. I think I'm going to do that. Was not in my plan, but then you get to see more of the pretty flowers. So I think that's what I'm going to do. You know, when in doubt, cover it up. And I will go as low as I can to make it look right. Well, this kind of worked out well, because if you look real close, I think I'm in camera, doesn't it look like that those match up with the background? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's pretty cool. I'll post a picture of this too later so you guys can make that determination. You know, if you need to scrutinize, feel free. So now this little guy is going to go on here. And then we need gems, right? Got to have some gems. So that's the wrong thing. I have to tell you guys, this has a cover, and I put it in this thing somebody made me, this thing. So the cover is down in here, and I cannot get it out. It got stuck in there, and it isn't coming out. So it doesn't really matter, but it does bother me that it's like that. So I kind of like this pale green. What color is that? Does it say Lost Lagoon? Which, is that a color in here? Let me see. Hang on, it's on the floor. No, but it's close enough, right? It's close enough. So I'm going to put a few of them on here. I've been liking using the big ones lately. I don't know why. Not always, but you know, sometimes it's just seems right. I want one on here, but I don't know where. I'm going to do that. Okay. So there we go. That is another quick card. I think if I had another piece of white for the inside available, since I kind of smashed that one up, I might have like tried to put some butterflies in here, but I think that looks okay too. Just remember to stamp or sign the back of your cards. That's really important. Again, I use the All a Flutter bundle, which is stamps and punch. I used a retired punch. I used Pretty in Pink, which is an in color, and Gorgeous Grape for my projects, and some retired bling. You're going to see a lot of retired bling because I have a boatload of it and couldn't get myself to get rid of it. So, all right. Again, I am Carrie Beglow, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills. Please feel free to shop with me at memoryinkers.com. I appreciate your business, especially now, more than I can tell you, while I'm trying to build back and stay a demonstrator. After over 25 years, I'd really, really hate to lose my demonstratorship from lack of sales, which could happen. All right, you guys, love you bunches. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.